Hey everybody, this is an upgrade to the easy local domination for LinkedIn. Basically building groups locally or nationally. Now, one of the key things about building a group is the ability to contact people. That's what this upgrade's about, is a relatively new way to contact people. Now, this can be on LinkedIn, can be on Facebook. I'm going to use Facebook first here because this is done a lot more on Facebook, but it is also done on LinkedIn. So, a lot of people have asked me in the past, well, how do you contact all these people? You've got like 3,000 people in your group or more, and you can only message a couple hundred a day, so what do you do? Well, what you do is you ask for their email when they join. But this, which a lot of you could have guessed, that's not what you're paying for in this course here, this upgrade. This is a new way to do things. It's very cool, and so I'm going to show it to you. And this is a lesson that you can use in many different ways, but it's definitely a lesson you're never going to forget. So watch closely. So what I did first is I went to a Facebook group. This is Young Affiliated Marketing Mastermind. Okay, and basically this person asks you a series of questions, which is very common when you join a group. Okay, especially some type of marketing mastermind, which is what this is. So it says you click on join group, and then it'll pull up a series of questions. Your membership is pending approval. Answer these questions. What business are you in? What are you looking for in this group? Common questions. And you can copy this, and you should probably if you're going to build a Facebook group. And how to dramatically improve your online business for free. Enter email so I can send a PDF. All right. So they're going to get a gift right up front. Now, in the ebook, I tell you about bestfreebusinesstools.com, and you can, just hand them that URL and tell them where they can get a bunch of best free business tools and build a list at the same time. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a very cool little gift, so you can use that if you don't have one. You may already have one, I don't know, but if you don't, that's a great way to do things. And so basically they're saying enter email so I can send PDF. Okay, so instead of sending them, just enter email so I can send PDF, you can reword this and say basically that you they should enter their email so that they can join your newsletter. Okay, and you can combine that with the gift. So enter your email so you can join our newsletter, and the newsletter is going to be the same name as the Facebook and or LinkedIn group. And then you can also then send, and I will send you blah, 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 whatever it is. So you combine all that. The point is that you're getting them, you're telling them that they have to enter an email and join your newsletter. Now on LinkedIn, you don't have to mandate that, but most everybody will anyway. Okay. When people join your group on LinkedIn, you can go ahead and just message them. You can message up to 200 people a day. So you just simply, respond with a message. Now you can put this up front in the group as well. When they join, this is what they should do. Okay. But some people won't do it. So you just simply message them as well and say, hey, look, you need to join our newsletter. Just enter your email here or click this link to join our newsletter. And the newsletter, again, is going to be the same name as that LinkedIn group. So I want to drive home the fact that we're not just collecting emails. We are telling them that they're going to be entered in to a newsletter with the same name. This is critical. So in order for you to hit a button and be able to message, 2, 3, 5,000 people, which is what you're going to have in your local group, and or probably more if you got a national group, you have to be able to collect an email address. Now, if you basically tell them that A, you're going to give them something, and B, it's a newsletter, you're not just collecting the email, then they're more likely to do it. And some people don't put up, things like this because they think less people are going to join their group. Well, if you just tell them you're going to get a gift and it's a newsletter, you're not going to get that resistance. So simply ask them to join your newsletter or enter their email so that they can be joined into the newsletter and that they're going to get a gift, whatever it is. I've already given you a gift to give to them. And this is how we build a list. Now, there is a key to all this, and the key is that there are now at least 2 really cool places on the internet. There's actually more, but we're going to focus on 2 of the best places on the internet now to set up a newsletter. And it's free, and it's permanently free. And the best thing about it is that when you do this, you can use the credibility of those places, and your list that you're building is whitelisted everywhere. So basically, what you're getting is a free bulk email system, permanently free, that's whitelisted everywhere on the internet, that you can use over and over, where you can build your list from your groups and market to them at the touch of a button. That's what this is about. So let's move over to those systems, and we'll start talking about them. I'll give you an overview really quick, and then I'll show you how to set one of those up. The first place that started doing this years ago was basically Google, and they had a Google Groups, which they have revamped, and we could make that the subject of an entire ebook. But there's a new place that started about a year and a half ago called Substack. Now, Substack is really cool in the fact that once it's free to join. Once you join, okay, and it only takes 5 minutes really. You just click get started, and you verify your email, and you put in your password, and you set up your account, and you enter the name of your newsletter, which of course in this case is going to be the same as the name of your group. You don't have to rethink that. And then the other cool thing is that you can load a list into Substack, okay, and you can provide a link to people to join your Substack newsletter, or you can just load in email addresses from your group manually as you want. However you want to do it, it's all free. And it's basically, essentially, is a bulk email system, whitelisted everywhere, again, that you can use. Now, how do they make their money? Well, basically what they do is, if you want to charge for the newsletter, then they will take a percentage of that, and you can earn money. So there's people earning good money just doing nothing but writing newsletters on Substack. So if you've got an idea for some fantastic newsletter, maybe an upgrade to a membership site, and you want to charge people 10, 15, 20 bucks a month or whatever, then you can come here and do that. Now, the other reason to use Substack is that you can search for other people doing something similar. So if somebody wants to come in and they want to to come in here and set up a marketing newsletter, you're going to get people that run a search, okay, and they're going to look and see these are all the newsletters on marketing. They're going to be able to search and join your newsletter outside of your group as well. So you get a little extra benefit from using Substack because people can search like this. All right. So anyway, the cool thing about Substack, again, is it's absolutely free. It's quick to set up. It's easy to use. And one of the points of resistance that I get about building lists on social networks is, hey, what if I lose my account? And that's valid. I can tell you right now, I had my Facebook account hacked about a year ago, and it took me 2 months to get it back. But I did get it back, and the secret I found is to try and set up again through using your phone rather than a computer, and uploading a video that's relatively recent that geolocates to your address. So for those of you trying to get your Facebook account back, then there you go. Anyway, so this is something that you have to think about when you're building a Facebook group. It's theoretically possible for that to happen. I had my account for like 10 years, but even so. So I got my account back. Everything was fine. And you can always, collect your friends and everything when you go. But the thing is that when you use a system like what I'm advocating here, then you have backup. You have the same people, but you have them in a list, and you can still communicate with them. And you can say, hey, I temporarily lost my Facebook account, and or if you set up a different account, and or you can still communicate and market to them and direct them. And so you've got all of these people here, and you use this then as a backup. So you don't have to be afraid of losing your business or everybody, because you have their email address in a list. Now, with both of the systems that I'm going to show you in this video, you can load a list, even if it's thousands or even tens of thousands, and you can also export. So you own your list, okay? And you can and should export it regularly. So you have that. You own that. Nothing can come between you and the people that you are marketing to. So you own that. And back that up too. Put it on your computer. Put it on a thumb drive. Do whatever you feel is comfortable, but have it in multiple locations so that you have and own that list. So this is the first lesson here, is to collect those email addresses. All right, no matter what you do, tell them that tell them they have to provide it. Tell them that they're going to get a free gift. Tell them that they're going to be joining your newsletter, which they are. And then you will acquire their email address. Now, when it comes time to communicate certain things to your group, this is critical, because you can just hit a button, boom, you can say, hey, this is what's going on in the group. And you can do that over and above posting. Sure, you can post into your group. Sure, people are going to see that, but then you can also send them an email. So this is something that is very, very important, and this is a free way to do it. Now I'm going to show you the other, we call these free mail systems. Okay, they're free to email, and of course they are whitelisted. So I'm going to go over to the other one here, which I'm using, and show you about a whole other one. All right, everybody. So after Substack launched, it became very popular very quick, And a lot of people watched that, and they were going, well, how can we replicate that? So a company called Review teamed up with Twitter. And if you go down to click on more, all right, and you click on newsletters, all right, you'll come to this. And this Review company started a newsletter for free. Now this newsletter system here with Twitter is exactly the same as Substack. Exactly. Now, as far as I know, you cannot search for different newsletters on Twitter. Now, maybe they will in the future. I'm not sure, but the thing here is that you can use Twitter's credibility, because you can say, hey, we're going to we need you to join our newsletter on Twitter. They don't have to have a Twitter account in order to join, but the main thing is that you can use that name recognition and that credibility. So basically, you click on Find Out More, and I'm not going to go into this at the moment because I've got a whole other video on setting up a newsletter over here with Review. Now, sometimes you are not able to set up with just your Twitter account. You have to go into Review and put in your name, username, password, and verify your email and all that good stuff, which I did, which is very simple to do. You can have this up and running in 5 minutes. And just like Substack, you can import a list and or export a list. Now, they may take a look at your list, but I know somebody that just imported a list of more than 60,000, and they're not, he didn't. It's partially a cold email marketing list. So, I don't want to necessarily advocate that you do that, but the possibility is there. So you can import your list, you can export your list, you can click a button and take a look and see, instantly who just signed up. And so this is just an absolutely fantastic development. Between Substack and Review, we now have 2 full online free mail systems where you can send email, bulk email for free permanently, and upgrade it to a paid subscription if you ever want to, and it's whitelisted everywhere on the internet, meaning you're going to hit inboxes that you may not be able to hit otherwise. Now just think about that. This is a dream come true for email marketing. I think we should use this for opt-in or highly clean lists only. So this is the little secret now, is to use these free mail systems in conjunction with the LinkedIn and or Facebook group building. So we have a backup and we have a way to hit a button and hit everybody in our social group in a minute. This is very fast. When you hit send, it's gone. So this is one of the coolest developments of the last year, is using these systems. But I advocate the combining of them with group building. I don't know if anybody else is doing that. And so this is one of the unique and really cool things you get from this course, this upgrade. So now, having shown you the method, the process for collecting emails, and remember, on your LinkedIn group, it's basically the same thing. You say, you need to join our newsletter over at Twitter. Here's the link, or you can say, we need you to provide your email address so that we can add you to our newsletter, and this is how we communicate in our group, and we'll provide you with whatever free gift that you have for them. Anyway, that's essentially it, and this is how we need to do things moving forward. The cost is right, and the capability is fantastic. So there you go. There's your intro, and we'll get on to how to build this newsletter on Twitter next.